Might have to wait a second for Google to get their act together. Yeah, it's up.
Okay, back out of that.
Okay, 1 second. Okay.
Okay, go into hard points. Wherever you was.
Oh, I was in optionals. And right there at the bottom. It could be
That's
just
yours.
yes,
That's yours.
but there doesn't say there's no stock.
Because you have to have it in Horizons.
Yeah, but it
You
claims
don't buy Planetary Suite because you've already got it.
yes, I know, but
That's yours.
yes, but you know where it says no stock, no stock, no
I
stock?
understand that, but we're in Horizons and you have to have it.
Yes, but this implies you sell them as well. Otherwise, it would say no stock.
You can't buy nothing from my shop. That's in yours.
Okay. I don't know why the others say no stock, which means you have none, but that one doesn't.
I don't have that neither because my shop is not open.
Oh, okay. It's
I
clearly a
didn't put
graphic
that
bug.
option on it.
Oh, okay. It's clearly a graphic bug then.
Or clearly that's just the way it is. You have that on there. It probably means that you can't upgrade anything else because there is no stock. But since this is Horizons and you have to have that, then it's on there. And then other than that, I don't know what to tell you, right? Elite and ask them about it.
It's no big deal. We're gonna have to upgrade that when Odyssey comes out too. At least
Upgrade what?
There's multiple new ones of those planetary approach suits in Odyssey.
I didn't see him.
I did. You have to.
Well, good for you.
You weren't really messing around with the ships. You were pretty much done with Odyssey at that point. But I messed with the whole upgrading ship thing, or whatnot.
I was watching yours at Trace's stream all the time.
Yep.
Hello.
Oh, go away. Hello, Bossman.
It's like Camille's opened up the wrong voice channel.
Forgot to limp it. All because the stupid graphic glitch got me sidetracked.
Oh, I gotta remember to turn everybody down.
Yeah, especially Phil.
Let's see. Is that, Oop, there, he just went away.
He's probably trying to figure out how to get in here. I think sometimes he misses or...
Yeah, if you don't click in the right place.
Or he's pissed at Chris.
Oh, hold on, let me change chats and I'll see if I can talk him into it.
Not really. He's not.
Totally different.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Camille.
So, Camille, what's up?
Unmute yourself, Camille.
Yeah, I was having problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw you keep creating a new voice chat.
Well, I kept trying to join it, but I was getting it wrong. Never mind, I'm here now.
Yes, you misclick by just a couple of pixels, you end up in the wrong.
Yeah.
You end up creating your own rather than joining.
Yeah, Chris is lucky. I was going to kill him today. I managed to get some cores, but now I can't even find any high grades.
Oh my god.
We found that military
Shut up. I'm not speaking to you.
Hey now. I didn't do nothing.
Hello, Yellow.
We found them military thingies.
Military, yeah, composites and all that. Boss, right here where we're at in LH4, whatever.
Yep.
You have high grades in here. Core dynamic composites, improvised components, photo heat radiators, photo light alloys, and photo radiolic alloys. Just right here.
Yep.
And then we found the military supercapacitors, and we found the military grade alloys.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. What?
9.
Hello, Yellow.
B, C, D, E, A. 9EA.
9E. Oh, okay. You had me confused there for a minute.
Selenium! And then I can do high grades.
Yeah.
Track landing gear?
And we did. I found some pharmaceuticals, but I only found like 10, and then they died.
Powered in.
I think the problem you had last night, where Steam was giving you problems, is because Steam was updating the client as well last night.
Yeah, that might have been Phil's problem, because when he came on, he came right on, and he didn't give it a chance to update, and it threw him into wherever it threw him.
Right, let's see what I'm going to get this time.
Been a long day. We've been gathering. I came on here. What was it? Cam 6?
About 6 o'clock in the morning your time.
Oh my goodness.
And then I got off for lunch and stayed off till, I don't know, 2:33.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you came on at 6, you'd only gone off at 1.
1:30.
You'd had about 4 hours sleep. Yeah.
Well, I had to jump back.
Had about 4 hours sleep.
I had to jump back. The boss man was counting on it being here.
Well, I certainly appreciate you making sure I'm here.
Hey, as long as everybody's ass is loaded up, I don't have to double back for them. Yeah, we'll be there. And like I said, with this bunch in here, it's like herding ducks.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I get ready, schedule a jump, and Cam says, "I've departed. I'll see you later." And it's like, what?
Yeah, I'll catch up.
It's like...
Same with Chris. I'm already ahead of you.
Yeah. What's taking you
I'm halfway there.
It's like...
670, I think.
6 who?
Yellow was asking about my video card. It was a mid-range gaming card 6 years ago. It's either a 670 or a 770, something like that. It's old.
Yeah, see, they've upped what they need for minimum specs. 75 gigabytes now on your hard drive.
Yeah, I don't know why they need that much. Most of it's handled server side.
Because it renders in true 4K with 4K source image. So
trying to
whenever
keep up
they
with the
add
big
more
dogs.
stuff,
Okay.
it's easier and less expensive computationally to downsample than it is to upsample.
Mm.
It's easier to cut stuff out and average than it is to try and scale it up and create stuff that wasn't there.
Yeah.
You lose sharp edges if you're not careful, or if you don't want to spend the extra processing time to resharpen the edges. There's all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's just so much easier. And since a lot of people are playing on 4K rigs these days, they've been 4K source since at least 3 years ago. Friend of mine was playing in full 4K.
Uh, well, I didn't feel like paying 500 plus for a monitor, so.
Well, you're not one of these young professionals who the only thing they do after work is go play a game.
Yep.
Oh, you mean like Chris?
Chris has a 75-inch TV on his wall.
Damn.
No, not that big.
But it's still on the wall, huh?
No, it's not on the wall, no. It's on the corner unit thing.
He sits on the couch and plays Elite.
I'm sat on the couch, me Hotus is stuck on a tray. It's
Me
one of them
Hotus.
trays with a beanbag underneath it, so it sits nice, and the keyboard's up in front on a raised little bit. And the mouse is on the arm of the settee. Yeah, I've got it
Must
in
be a wireless one, is
full
it?
luxury. Full luxury. No, it's not. It's alright.
Well, I'm pretty
It's
sure
4K
I'm not going to be able to
TV,
run
but-
Odyssey, but we'll see.
Mm.
Well, it's pretty sorry if I can run Microsoft Flight Simulator and Elite jacks your game up to where you can't play it on there.
Well, yeah.
Because Elite's got to know they got players on here that don't have that kind of graphics. That's already paid for Horizons.
What I've seen
Well, the minimum
from one of the streamers was saying that it's still the minimum specs,
Yeah,
even the top specs, are still from 5 years ago.
Yeah. The minimum specs
So-
isn't that high, but Trades has like an ancient rig, so he's kind of an outliner.
I wouldn't be
That's-
talking. You got a mouse that works only about at half time.
Back.
And my machine met the minimum specs from 5 years ago, so. With room to spare.
Mine's the only thing that mine is a 5i, but I've got the 1060 GTX
Yeah, same as
graphics
me.
card and
I've
16
got
gig.
i5 9th generation.
I want to try and
1060.
get another 16 gig of RAM. That would really help if I could do that. Maybe 32 gig. But they're so hard to get hold of now. And I don't trust eBay, they're fake ones.
Yeah,
aren't they?
no, never buy
I just wouldn't.
chips
No, I
from
wouldn't.
eBay.
Don't worry. Because you get them from China for like 20 quid. But they're not real. And they don't work.
And even
Oh,
if
like
you
the,
do get an authentic one, usually they're fried.
That's another thing, isn't it? Second hand. That's why I'd like to get new, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I did get one. Because you never know what's happened. It could have
I
been
ended
really
up going
overclocked.
to Newegg to try and buy a HD webcam, and I got one from one of their Chinese distributors.
Oh lord.
They claimed HD. It was 640 by 480.
Ah crap.
Yeah,
That's
it's
bad.
amazing how they get away with it, isn't it?
Yep.
You got to be kidding.
You only have to look on YouTube at some of that. I bought a PC from Wish that was meant to be this, and when they open it up, my God, it's the lowest end PC you can
Yeah.
possibly get. and they even managed to cheat the how much storage it's got. They say it says on the screen it's like got a terabyte, but when you go into the actual, when you know what you're doing and you go into the thing, it's been partitioned in a way to make it look like that, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's really it's
not all there.
500 gigabyte or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they're all on different. Like it'd be 250 gig cards instead of just the one. You know what I mean? Working together to try and make it. It's a con basically, but beautiful from
deploy landing gear.
But anyways, we've been looking around. We found you some signal sources.
Ooh.
Whether they work by the time you get there, I have no idea.
Well, there'll be some when I get done.
Because we've, it's like poor old Cam followed Chris in for core dynamics, and he for over an hour and a half, and he couldn't get any. And then Chris followed me in for military superconductors, and he couldn't get any.
Good.
But I filled him up. I filled up from 0 to 100.
Right.
So
I got some this morning, core dynamics, but I seem to not be able to get any more high grades.
I just picked up a core dynamics, or my probe is.
I wouldn't say that too loud around Cam. He's in his Corvette, and it's loaded.
There's another
because he's already gunning for Chris.
He's actually lucky at the moment. I'm not in my Corvette, I'm in my Anaconda. But he can still take him, even though it's my mining one.
He was chasing Chris around the bubble earlier this morning.
Yeah. Trying to steal all his core dynamics.
Yeah, he was going to blow him up and just collect him.
Fortunately, that doesn't work.
Yeah, else he would have got it.
Never. Not a chance. I'm in Mark 2.
That still wouldn't stand a chance.
Shock of
like paper.
I've got my competent fighter pilot.
Children.
Competent little fighter.
Incompetent.
Harold.
Am I going to have to separate you two again and put you in the corners?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
I think we're going to have to go somewhere else and come back here.
You better look out, Chris, because when he says somewhere else, he's usually going after the Corvette.
I'm going to get my Corvette.
Mine's on the next system.
I'm doing the flight assist off training at the moment in a sidewinder. I'm learning, going keeping fixed point on a station as it rotates. I'm getting better and better.
You too.
How many core? I don't need that many more core dynamics. Oh, get back up there.
I thought you had enough.
I had 44 to start with.
Okay.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I still need another 20.
I'm going to pop into a conflict zone. So
Water, ice, fumarole.
So who wants to tell Chris about the GownNet thing?
Oh yeah, the poo bazookas is the best way. It's the nicest way I can say it. But I think it's a spoof sort of thing. Yeah. Because they were joking, but saying it in a jokey way. But apparently, this CG is going to be to take bio waste to a certain station, and they're going to make weapons out of it. turn it into poo cannons.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can already see Trey saying, I ain't hauling shit.
It's funny when she says it's
I don't give shit. I don't take shit. I don't deal in shit.
I damn sure don't haul it.
One of these weapons is able to completely cover a ship in it and make it impossible to see out. Apparently, our window screen goes black or brown. Oh dear! Oh, it cracked me up.
Does Tristan own a garbage barge?
Oh, there's no garbage barge.
Oh, okay. You own every other
No,
kind
that's
of ship. Oh,
no,
Lynn
that's your
does
stuff.
though. That
No,
Type
that's you.
10.
You're the ones that own the shit.
That Type 10 of yours.
I don't care what ship I've got. It's not going to have shit in it. Ever.
No, that's your ship that's all full of shit.
That's it. He's interdicting me. Is he?
Oh, hell, they've been interdicting all day today.
Arsenic.
Good.
And they're all not wanted.
There was only one one high grade in here. Unfortunately.
Welcome to our world. Get over it.
He's dead. I've had enough.
If he's clean, that means you're going to have to run for the rest of the evening.
Cadmium. Have cadmium.
That's Phil. He shot and killed 2 clean people and ended up having to spend 4 hours on elite and hiding in the station.
Oh, like me, you just go outside and get killed.
Well, notoriety stays with you.
Yeah. Believe me,
You have to wear it off.
I wish I could just blow up.
Well, that's easy. All you do is just play the game. Whee.
Needle crystals. There you are.
I think I figured this out, Chris. Where I'm at supposed to be military, but some of the heights that gray signals have war, which does the proprietor heat radiolic or heat radiators.
Crystalline fragments.
And then some of them say like military, and that's when you get your military.
Back here.
Because you noticed that you were talking about the high grades, they had different, one said war, one said none, one said something else. I think that determines what you're going to pick up in there. It doesn't matter your system. I mean, it does matter the system, but it also depends on what the high grade says.
Fragments. Where are you?
Yeah, that sounds feasible, definitely.
Feasible?
Feasible.
Oh, that's arsenic. I don't need arsenic.
Really? Everyone could use some arsenic.
Not when you went to the Raw Traders, you know.
Problem is, this is technically a yttrium planet, so I can't look for needle crystals because those are all yttrium.
Yep. Selenium doesn't come in crystals anyway.
Oh, well, yes, it does.
Really? Then why don't? Really?
comes in crystalline fragments.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but not those big crystal sites.
No, I'm at a geosite.
Oh, okay. Then you should be fine. You're not going to get 100% yttrium from those fragments. You shouldn't.
No, you get the yttrium from needle crystals. The crystalline fragments come up with arsenic, selenium, and I forget what the other one is. But there's so many more of them that it's like, okay, fine. You've never mined a geosite, have you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, well, then you would know that yttrium is needle crystal only.
Mm.
There's a selenium.
Frameshift drive charging.
Come on down here, boy. Cobble. Alright, nothing more over there, so we'll turn this way. Back up the hill. Well, actually, let's clear the base first, I guess. Cobble. Cobble.
Damn,
Cobble, cobble.
there's a lot of encoded here.
We know.
Right, I'll shoot up those cobbles so they don't show up anymore.
You're speaking to the choir there, Phil. We've been out here all day. Where you been?
I'm in the different system now.
So am I.
Ah.
They're all the same, though.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Scan your shit and leave me alone.
Ooh, a high grade. One high grade in the sea of
not
encoded.
Not the most level of collection areas.
You know, it looks a bit dicey there.
Just a bit.
Where the hell is my high grade?
We
Stupid
sold it.
booty carriers. Oh, there's a Federation capital ship here too.
You're always complaining. Ooh, military capacitor. A super
I don't
capacitor.
think I'll make it to that one.
That's where I need a.
Oh, it's
Sand
needle
it.
crystals anyway. Don't need that one.
Trace, have you ever seen a moon? That the entire moon that was labeled medium security?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Thought they're usually
Triton,
tied to
among
bases.
others.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, Trace, you do have to exit all the way out of the menu.
Okay.
If you do just a regular menu, it don't work and you lose your signal source. But if you happen to hit menu and you don't click again, you can exit out of the menu to exit the game, and you can save it.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Where we
Nope.
used to go to just go to the menu and then back into the game,
Yeah.
you'll lose your signal source. But if you
You have to
exit
come
out
back
to
to
the
the launcher.
menu, but if you exit out to the menu by accident, just
You
go
can
ahead
still
and
exit out
exit.
of the game. Okay.
Right. And if you exit completely out of the game, you still save your signal source. I did it
Okay.
the first way and lost the source. Chris did it second way, and then he exited all the way out and he saved his signal source.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah,
hell of a deal.
when you've used all the high grade signal sources and you can't find any more, if you exit out just to the main menu and then back, it resets them.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So it's that sort of resets the instance. That's why if you do come out when you've got 30 seconds left or whatever and you go into the main menu and back, it will reset it. So it'll be gone. Which is what we've discovered.
Totally by accident.
Sort of research.
Unplanned research.
Or like someone was trying to get the core dynamic spot to keep respawning.
No, he was actually
Refreshing.
doing it. What was it? Military?
Oh, okay.
Military. Whoa! Dodge. Shit.
Well, this looks like somebody's been farming this site for selenium.
Well, I don't think there's a cooldown for those normal geosites. And you're not
People
in
have had.
There is a lot of carriers in that on that planet. Did you know? Yeah. So there probably have been a lot of people there.
There is a system here somewhere that the arsenic, once you mine it off of the site, it won't respawn for 6 days.
That's the way the geos work, yeah. So if somebody's mined this particular site recently, I won't be finding much tonight.
Huh? That's odd. I got a codex.
It's not on.
Yes, it is odd. I'm just at a high grade.
There's something around there that you haven't seen before in that area.
Time to refuel. Oh boy.
There's probably a new material that you've picked up, I reckon. If it's a higher grade, you might have picked up something you ain't got in your inventory.
Looks like I'm gonna have to land at the planetary base. Have no idea why this place is full of leak carriers.
Because they can be here.
Get up the hill. Get up the hill.
Fly.
I'm thinking I would push it.
Retracted. Frameshift.
It almost seems that way, yeah.
4, 3, 2.
I got stuck on a planet the other day and I ended up destroying my SRV. I couldn't get back up the hill. It was just too steep.
Zirconium was the other one that the crystalline fragments drop. I just got a zirconium drop, but I don't need zirconium. There's selenium. Maybe one more up here. Oh, that's a cobble. Turn around, head back the other way. See if there's anything else along this ridge line. If there isn't, I'll be calling from my ship. And there isn't,
It'll
so
land
let's get
miles
up to
away.
the flat area. I hope not.
It'll land somewhere completely different.
I hope not. Outside of this small area, it gets pretty gnarly.
It's like in Odyssey, the ship seems to land in some stupid places. You
Yeah.
can't get your SRV back in.
Yeah.
So I always switch off the auto landing. Odyssey.
Where are you going, you dumb ship? No, you don't. You.
Give him 40 acres and he'll land his ship somewhere.
What, he landed on a mountain somewhere?
Down in the valley below me.
Yikes.
Down in the
Well, go
valley.
down there.
The valley is
Gravity
so
will
I
hug
low.
you
just
down.
climbed this hill.
Hang your head over, Trace, and just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Is this high grade still going to be there when I get there? Or am I just going to be able to do it once?
I don't know.
Oh, ran out of thrust. Power to engines.
155,000 LS to go. 4.5 minutes left. And I can't go any faster.
Must go faster.
Get the whip out.
Woo!
Oh, nearly.
I was 2 minutes ahead of the timer, but it's catching up with me again.
I don't know where you're at, Cam, or what you're looking for, but where I'm at
Ross
now is
847.
who?
I'm on Ross 847.
Okay.
Trying to get
Where
the
you going,
military
Chip?
thingies.
Which one's you
Come
going
back here.
for?
I'm not sure. I'll see when I get there.
Well, if you're
I
looking
think
for the military, we found a better one over here where I'm at now.
Where you at
45C Bootis, Bootis.
Booties.
Wow. Because I was
It has.
trying to get
It's
the core dynamics and the proprietary ones.
okay.
I wasn't getting any high grades at all back in 3262.
Yeah.
I
Well,
only
I'm
got
over
one
here
in here.
now, and this will be the second time through of filling up because I went and traded down all my manufactured,
Mm-hmm.
and so when I fill these fives up,
Orbital
I'll be
flight
done.
But you're not taking everything. I don't get anything now. You're like Chris. You go in there and take everything.
No, no, no. I save stuff. I do have to go
Funny
get
feeling
some
this is
lights.
going to disappear before I get there.
24. I think somebody has claimed all of these.
But
Okay, after 24, we'll see how that one does. Retract landing gear. Who's ever heard of a geosite with only 10 drop locations?
Oh, yikes! Really? Damn. That's
It's farmed
pathetic.
out. It's farmed out. It's normally a very good site, but I do believe people have just farmed it out.
No welcome in hell? That's hot. Hope I can land here.
they don't give a crap if you land or not. It's kind of like the Walmart greeter. Get your shit and get the hell out.
warning. You have entered a trespass zone.
Oh, god damn it. Trespass zone. There's a planetary base there. All I wanted was to refuel, god damn it. I'm in a federal Corvette.
Just because you're in a Corvette don't mean crap to these people. Don't you understand that yet?
Damn, now I need
Did you even see if it was a base that you could land at?
It is a base I can land at.
That's open to public.
Well, it's clearly not open to public. Well, I'm 2 jumps away. I
tells
might
you.
have enough fuel to get there. Barely. Okay. Well, time to leave the system, I guess.
Where's your fuel scoop?
I don't have it on.
Why?
Because, I left it at Nyberg.
Why?
Because I was using the Lynn's carrier to go around.
Oh yeah, now it's Lynn's fault.
Why, even if you're on a carrier, didn't you have a fuel scoop with you?
Because I needed extra cargo space.
So transfer a cargo rack on and keep the fuel scoop on the damn ship. Never go anywhere without a fuel scoop. You haven't learned that Elite 101 yet?
Yeah.
He did, but he went to sleep and forgot it the next morning.
The game says I have enough fuel to get there. Oh boy.
Call the fuel
If
rack.
you believe it.
I think I should only be 1 jump away.
Think I shoulda, coulda, woulda?
Yeah, it says my next jump is Nyberg. So, I should have enough fuel to get there in Super Cruise. once I'm in the system. Should.
Now watch him get, as he's going through the fuel scoop, run out of fuel and explode.
Frameshift drive charging.
Or through the mail slot.
That would suck.
People have done it. Deploy landing gear.
That would be so unlucky to run
You would get
completely out
zero
of fuel
sympathy.
as you enter the mail slot. It's like I was right there.
You would get
Yep.
zero sympathy.
Yep. It'd be like, duh.
Well, I have
What
more
is that
than
old
a
saying?
slither
What is-
of fuel, so I should be able to get there. It's only
What is that old saying?
God shall punish the stupid.
No, something about. Oh, what was it? Oh, hell, I can't remember. But I'm busy, so call the fuel rush if you don't make it.
No, if I don't make it, I'm going to blow up most likely.
Let me unfriend you from the carrier, and that way you won't land back here.
I'm not heading there.
I know it, but that was the last place you landed.
Oh, damn. What happens? Yeah, what happens if you're blocked
You
out
go
of
back on the carrier.
Yeah, but if,
Oh, I don't know.
if they block you and you blow
No
up.
idea.
We can find out real quick.
Nope, I don't
see.
plan on blowing up. I have more
You
than
never
a
plan on
slither.
blowing up.
Holy hell, he's got so little fuel, I can't even see the mark on the damn fuel gauge.
What are you talking about? I see perfectly fine. Just like 3 slithers worth of fuel.
Slithers?
Yes.
Are you talking about slimy critters now, or what?
No.
Slytherin,
You and
the house from Harry Potter.
Don't watch Harry Potter.
Well,
One of these days, you're going to be in a world of hurt, though, running off and leaving that damn fuel scoop. This is like the second or third time that Trace has growled at you for going somewhere without a damn fuel scoop.
It's just the bubble, though.
Doesn't make a shit.
just the bubble. You can run out of fuel in the bubble just as easily as anywhere else.
About to enter Nyberg's instance. And I'm still good on fuel.
Cadmium. Don't need cadmium. Popple. There's a couple of things over here. Stop fishtailing.
Cam, are you and Chris behaving yourself?
They're being too quiet.
Yeah.
They must be doing something.
I'm looking up something.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I'm looking at the galaxy map, trying to find something.
Boop, boop, boop. Dang
Uh-oh.
it.
What'd you do?
Interdicted by a tradition, Alliance Defense guy, Anaconda. They're all the time doing that shit.
What did you do to piss them off?
You're in a military area, they're gonna call you out and scan you. Have you not landed yet?
In the instance,
Good gravy.
Hey,
and
he's gonna
that
run out.
that looks like the mail slot.
He's gonna screw it up, have to go around, do it again, and he's gonna get blown up.
Yep. Ask for docking permission or you will get blown up.
Yeah.
Permission granted. Please make your way to landing pad 2 and 4.
Hello, Castle.
Hi, Castle.
Howdy, Castle.
This is a flight regulations reminder.
Warning.
Please
Deploy landing
do
gear.
not obstruct the access corridor during arrival or departure.
Landing gear deployed.
And I'm down.
Is that all your stuff on my carrier?
Enjoy your stay.
No, I'm gonna ship them. That's all. I'm gonna ship everything over here. Actually,
Okay, Cam, what's wrong?
Nothing. Just going back to the carrier to top up my fuel and get some more limpets. So what's the name of that system you're in? How do you spell it?
45 space C space BOOTIS.
45 sees booties. Little tiny booties for little tiny feet.
And the military in here are going to pull you every time you go to a high grade mission.
They'll pull you
They're
out.
going to pull you.
Maybe they just don't like you.
It's in the military system and it's at war, so.
Hurry up and get around the sun so I can get lined up at the carrier.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 military supercapacitors.
Nice.
It's 50. About one more load of 5 and I should be done on them again.
Doing better on cadmium tonight than normal, but looks like somebody cleaned out all the selenium.
Blame Yellow, he was just there last night.
Hang it, Yellow!
I just remembered that.
At least it wasn't Chris.
Chris, I don't think you made a very good impression on Cam. I just have this feeling.
Yeah,
I'm
he took
gonna
everything.
Anytime I find anything nice, I'm going to keep it all to myself. I won't say a word in future. I ain't giving saying nothing.
You know, that's
Just
how
wait
the
till
Brits
we're in the
always
same
treat
instance.
the Scots.
Yeah, take everything we have. Bloody English.
I hope
Scotland
Scotland
used to be a
get
beautifully
independence.
forested country. And then the English took
Then
it
they'll
over and used all
be
those trees to build the British fleet.
Yep. And they started planting all these stupid bloody conifers everywhere.
Well, then they moved all their damn sheep up there.
Oh, that was actually the Scots themselves.
Yeah.
Scots landowners. Kicked their own people out, sent them to America and Australia and New Zealand.
Well, yeah, but that's because the Brits paid them to.
Oh, that's all right. They're pretty good people. We'll keep them. It was actually a Scottish doctor that took my appendix out.
Aha.
It was a pretty good.
I was in St. John's in Canada, and I had to go for a medical checkup before I went on the ship. And the doctor that I spoke to was from Scotland, and he was born in exactly the same hospital as me in Edinburgh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It was one of them strange things. Go all the way over to Canada to meet somebody that comes from the same place as you. St. John's.
Well, I thought the doc was pretty good. I mean, he was straightforward, a little gruff and a little rough around the edges, but he did a wonderful job on the surgery and stuff. It was emergency surgery, and my friend came over and she has a little bit of a belly. She has a lot of fat around her belly, and he said the surgery. He had the Scottish accent like you did, or the accent, and he said the surgery went well. Had you been like your friend over there and had all that fat, it might have been a different story. And I was like, holy shit. I looked over at my friend and she looked at me and I was just kind of shrugged my shoulders. Hell, I had staples in my stomach and I was trying not to bust out laughing, but it's like,
Aye.
And when he walked out the door and went on, and she said, "What the hell?" Like, I don't know.
Hey, it's a bit rough, but it's for your own good.
Yeah, he took out my appendix. That's pretty good. So leave the boy alone.
Well, that's right. I forgot to watch Dr. Campbell's stream yesterday.
Oh?
Dr. Campbell, he's a British professional nurse. Of course, he's got a PhD, and he's a nurse trainer and a bunch of other stuff. But he's been covering the whole COVID thing.
Yeah. It's better to have somebody else's opinion than Dr. Fauci's.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Well, Dr. Campbell's very much a straight shooter. He gives you the source where he gets all his information before he distills it down into something you can understand.
Dr. Fauci reminds me of a pair of loose flip-flops. Not very comfortable and not very reliable.
better off having nothing on your feet instead.
Precisely.
I seen him in front of Congress
Oh, Lord.
tell an absolute blatant lie.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I was listening to him talk to Rand Paul,
Mm-hmm.
and he said Rand Paul was mistaken. And as they were in there, I looked up the article that Fauci published 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
That said they was into that. What do they call it? It's where they piggyback one virus off another
Oh, yeah.
virus. I forget what they call it. They have a phrase for it.
Yeah. One of those weird, it's like the equivalent of tech gibberish, but for medical field. Yeah.
No, it.
Whoever comes up with these names are morons. She's looking it up.
Oh yeah, because it bothers me.
Yeah, I know.
Unlike some people, I like to know if I don't remember what it was.
All right, I've been to my 2 favorite sites. Time to pick another site.
What? You're not full yet?
No, somebody's mined the first one out, so I got next to nothing there.
Oh, okay. And how much did you get from the other?
Gain of function.
Oh, okay.
Is what it was called.
Yeah, who's going to remember that crap? It's so.
Yeah, I only got 28 this
words
time.
just put together.
All right, let's go pick another site. Track landing gear.
Yeah, but Fauci has been caught in so many lies at this point, it's not even funny.
Funny thing is, he used to be such a respectable
Yeah,
doctor.
I know.
Was he such a respectable doctor, or did nobody call him out on his bullshit?
Yeah.
Well, that could be either. All you know is the respect. You don't know what if nobody called him out on his BS or whether
any scientist and any doctor in his caliber, in his position, when they work for an HCDC, FDA, World Health Organization, whatever, I don't believe a single word that come out of their mouth, because they're funded by interest groups, corporations, special
interest,
all them.
Yeah.
And they're going to say whatever those groups want them to say, whether it's true, fabricated, or half-assed true. And so, yeah, therefore, yeah, no thank you.
All right, so why don't we go to GO2 now? Just because.
GO2 doesn't want you to go there. They don't want visitors.
It doesn't have a choice. It also doesn't have an exclusion zone. Unlike the bases you try to go to.
Oh, good God.
It's
he's the only person I know that would not look at where he's landing.
The planet claimed it's a landable area, so I mean,
if it's a military base and you're not in the military,
it didn't say it was military. And it had a
About all the
name.
systems we've been in has been military.
Yeah, this one may be ugly. It's looking very mountainous.
Well, maybe they'll have some there because nobody wanted to fool with it.
Yeah, maybe.
And if
Uphill and down dale.
if
Okay.
the Federation considered
Deploy
that
landing gear.
system special, they should have put a regular station and not just outposts. And then I
Why,
wouldn't have
Maybe
to
they
try
just-
landed on the planet.
Maybe they figured that most commanders were smart enough to have a fuel scoop in the bubble.
A fuel scoop doesn't help you when you're in war, though.
It does if
It
you're trying
makes
to
you
run
a
away from the war.
target. It makes you a target. They'll-
Oh, go put your lampshade
Don't
back
talk
on and
rubbish.
stand in the corner.
you go
How does having a
fuel
fuse
by
boot make you a target?
because you'll be on
He's
the
talking off
start
the top of his
fueling,
head.
and then
He's got a tinfoil hat on. Come on.
Yeah.
you're
Next
like
thing you
a
know, he's
little
going to be
duck.
spouting flat earth or nonsense.
Oh,
No.
I know what it is, Chris.
Is it not flat?
He's Chris. He's been playing the CG with the bio waste because he's spreading a lot of bullshit over everybody's windshield.
Hey, if anyone has a bunch of bullshit to let out, it's you, Lynn. You live
No.
in the country over there.
No. So I live in the country, but I ain't got. I mean, you're in an apartment, probably got shit stacked on top of shit. Just remember, shit runs downhill, and you're probably not on the top floor.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh God.
All right. This is going to be interesting. I can't find a landing spot. I land over here, maybe? Oh, this is better. There we go.
Yeah, he did receive the 480,000, but that's just one donation. He receives hundreds of them.
Fishy, 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 fishy.
Now, Chris, you said to re-instance a different instance, just go to main menu, right?
Yep.
Okay. I swear I just received a weather report from space. The geostorm will be going southwest at da 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 da. It's like, what? Maybe it was the name of a carrier, I don't know. Do, 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 do. We have been to some weird sites today, guys, but Barumbo.
That's the name of a system?
Yep.
So how long is this going to oh. I might make that one and get a couple. As long as I don't get interdicted.
If you're headed towards a high, you probably will.
Well, I've got 9 minutes left on it and 3 minutes to get there.
Strangers in the dark. Exchanging missiles. Blasting each other apart.
Oh, don't even joke about that today, though. Chris and Cam was looking around for an anarchy system because they were going to go shoot each other. I mean, it got pretty.
Well, I was
heated
going to go
in
shoot
here.
him.
Oh, you
And of
know,
course-
in a couple of days you'll be able to see him on a planet and blow his face off.
And of course,
Nah.
Chris was agging it on. What are you going to do? Come at me in that tin can? My ship will take
And
it.
his piddly little crate. And I'm in my Corvette.
And Chris is over going, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
go and get my Corvette.
You won't get a chance. You'll be dead. But you're okay now. I've got some core dynamics. Not full, but nearly.
I like the way I'll get the blame for you not being able to find them. It's not my fault.
Well, it wasn't so much that. I kept getting stuff I already had. That's what annoyed me.
Well, that's not my fault either.
Oh, no. Yes, it is. Because you're
I
taking all
wasn't
the core
even in the
dynamics.
same instances, you know what I mean?
You see how this is going here, Trace?
Oh, yeah.
4.5 hours. Like,
Bloody Englishman.
Take everything good and leave nothing for us Scots.
Yeah, they just used to send us all in to do all their fighting for them.
The Scots get a good deal, they do.
No, they
have
don't. You get
free
ripped off.
prescriptions, free everything that we don't get in England, yet we pay the same taxes.
Same as education.
Okay.
University's free.
Yeah,
You have to pay 9,000.
exactly. And that all comes out of Englishmen's taxes. That's why I want Scotland to be independent. They'd be like Greece, little poor sort
What do you
of.
mean? It comes out of our
There's only
oil money.
There's only 5.5 million people in Scotland. I tell you, if they become independent, they won't have the pound. They'll go
And most of them are Asian.
downhill fast. I tell you, they'll be like
Well, if Scotland became
begging to
independent,
come
you'd
back
probably
into
have
the-
a bunch of the exports coming
Into
out.
Excuse me,
Great
Lynn.
Britain.
This system's no good either. Proto-light alloys. Come on. I've got them. 6 of them, and I don't need them.
Can I tell you something?
What?
You know how Dobbs Hope rotates the shit out when you go around and around? You'll get basically like different things pop up every once in a while. That's what these
Yeah.
signals do. That's the reason why we kind of half-ass learned that when we can't find nothing, just to go to main menu, reset the whole instance, and then try to come
That's
back
what I'm
to it
doing.
and see. Okay. But I
Don't
can't
change.
help it. Scott must not have a nose for stuff because
Mhm.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
know.
Why?
I don't know why you're having a problem. I just come out of there.
Just that's because you've taken everything already. You're like Chris. Get there first. Send me in afterwards to get the scraps.
That's not it at all. Oh, God.
A bit like my wife, she keeps giving me leftovers.
Now I'm pissed at you again because now I'm getting blamed for the shit you did. You started this crap. Oh my God.
No, Chris started it all.
I said Chris did.
Yeah.
Not you, it's Chris. I said, now I'm mad at him because he got this stuff. Because I thought you guys were my friends.
We'll see.
You know, Phil.
What?
You're over there, and you got your YouTube channel running, and you haven't moved out of that station for what, 25, 30 minutes now? That's a boring thing to watch.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to stream today, but you needed me to open
Well,
it
you
up.
kept saying that I had shit to sell in my
well, according to it,
outfitting, and you had no clue what the hell you were looking at.
No, I did.
No, you didn't.
Look.
I can't sell shit if I don't have an outfitting.
But it should say not in stock. And
just because it's not interpreted where you can understand it doesn't mean that nobody else does.
It didn't say there was no not in stock label.
Trace on my carrier, he was in his little deal in outfitting in options. Everything it said, everything like his Olympic controller and stuff, it all said no stock. Down at the bottom, it had his planetary suite, and it didn't have no stock on it. And I kept trying to tell him that's because it's kind of mandatory you have it in Horizons. And he's like, no, it should say out of stock. And I said, I don't give a shit. My outfitting is closed. It was never installed. And I couldn't get him to understand that.
How do you not?
Well, that's because he doesn't.
Wait. If you have
she did not fund her outfitting.
If she has an outfitting option, though, doesn't it?
I don't. I have an option for you to store your modules, but you can't buy shit.
Doesn't have any stock. Got no stock.
All you can do is store.
Okay. She might not have stock, but according to Elite, she did. Elite's...
No.
No, it says it has...
Obviously.
No, it tells you she has that facility, but it doesn't tell you whether she's actually got any stock of anything. It just tells you that facility is there.
No, but on the module section... In my ship's modules, where you have the option to go to the store, it says no stock. So it should have said no, none in stock there as well.
It won't tell you what it's got until you actually get there.
Yeah, it does tell you she has. It tells you what kind of module she has in stock if you're on your module page. And
but I don't have the planetary suite because that's what you buy from Elite.
You can actually buy those, though. You can upgrade them in Odyssey, by the way. Just saying. It's actually an item
I'll have to see it with my own eyes before I believe it.
It's in one of my streams.
It's not as part of any of the stocking options that they give you for the carrier. It may be auto-stocked.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, hey, Cliff! Ah! Hi, Cliff.
Did you run off it or into it?
Damn near it.
I drove up to the edge, and then I very carefully went over the edge, because what I need is at the bottom.
Oh,
The English is
And now I'm sliding down.
fun.
Castle said the English just wanted to see the twigs and the berries in action, whatever that means.
And apparently you cannot equip guardian fighters wherever you can equip fighters.
No, you can't. It requires a tech broker site.
Oh, okay. So I need to go to Tech Broker to install the fighters on here. I unlocked it already, but they're only available.
Yes, but you need to. They're only available at a site that sells Guardian materials, which is a Guardian tech broker. Yes. Someone has basically mined this place almost clean of selenium.
Blame yellow.
It's more than yellow. It would. It usually only takes 2 sites to fill. And I'm on my 3rd site, and I'm seeing very, very few crystalline clusters. Or crystal fragments.
Can I make a statement?
Yeah.
Or may I make a statement? I wasn't on the planet. I wasn't on the planet.
Neither was I. Maybe Chris.
There's a whole bunch of carriers here, so.
Blame Chris.
I don't need to blame it on the Brits because there's just too many people here. These sites take forever to refresh.
And Chris is sitting back here just laughing his butt off at us. He's there, he muted his mic, and he's been hollering at us, and we haven't heard a word.
Maybe he's fallen asleep.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm here. Carrying out my
Oh, you are here. Oh, that's better. Let's try that one.
Oh.
30 minutes.
Yeah, you don't want to be talking to him talking about him behind his back.
That's why we're doing it here.
That way he can
if
hear
he's not
us.
here, it's his own fault. It's his own fault if he's not here.
I tell you, the more I hang around with you, the more the more I'm gonna start talking with the bro.
And your family's gonna go, what the hell's wrong with you?
I pick up accents far too easily.
Wait, yeah, aren't you Italian? How the hell did you do that?
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm Scottish, thank you.
Oh, you are Scottish. Okay.
My family came over here from just south of Glasgow in 1888.
Oh, okay.
Good gravy. Where in the hell did you get his from? Italy or Italian?
Well, look at his mustache.
Hey, my great-grandfather sported the same mustache.
Scottish people has those mustaches more than the Italians do. The Italians is not quite that long.
The bloody copycats that can't grow hair enough to grow it properly. The funny thing is, I've never been over to Scotland, but it's just my propensity for picking up accents. Anywhere I go, I will pick up the local accent within a few days.
Kind of an interesting talent for someone who can't control their pitch or whatnot.
Well, at least he admits it. What's your problem?
Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 military grade alloys. Thank you very much. What we're doing here?
Now that's more like it.
Yeah.
Well, you better hurry and pick him up because I'm coming into that system and I'm going to take the rest.
This is mine. Mine.
Them's fighting words.
Yes, Miss Link.
Scoot your rumpy over. I'm coming in.
And see if you lived it in Asia, you'd be called Madam Lin.
Madam Lin? Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't own no cat house.
It wouldn't matter here. That's 45. This will be 48. And 51. That's and one more. 54. Come on, hurry up. Should have just kept on using my anaconda. At least I could have slung out two limpets.
Slung out 2? Yeah, that's what I got. I sling out 3, though.
Another bloody cobble.
Oh, heavens, there's no way I can get there in 4 minutes.
Sure you can. Get out and push.
Oh, would you shut up, smartass? You know, you can sometimes be pretty rough.
Right.
Scan detected.
What am I doing? No. Exit. You fool. I was doing it wrong then. Nearly.
Maybe I shouldn't have enabled that. I didn't fully read Castle's last statement before I allowed it to go on the stream.
Oh.
Castle, you're gonna get me in trouble.
What did he say?
She responded with typical military humor.
Oh.
Well, she's got me at a loss because I can't even remember what that would even answer.
Well, you were talking about madams and cat houses.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Now I got you.
And I was just, auto-accepting all of Castle's comments.
And I should have known better than that.
I really should have known better than that. I should have left that one excluded.
Yeah.
But too late now.
Too late now, yes. It's the cat is out of the bag.
You could have it retracted if you wanted to.
Oh, she's talking about cats.
Sure she is.
What type of cats?
Them bald-headed, wrinkled ones.
You talking about me?
No, I thought we were talking about cats.
Right. Switch on that. Do that.
Last time you landed on the floor of the valley, and this time you land up on the ridge. What are you trying to do to me, you bloody ship?
Your autopilot there is pranking you.
Do
kinda like,
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
Except we're already there. Alrighty. This is not ending up a very good night because just
Oops.
about every one of these places.
Oh, sorry, boss.
I can't complain about you guys because, I mean, it's obvious that people have been farming this place.
Well, everywhere we've been gone, I mean, everywhere we have gone, they've been farming the hell out of shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how a carrier could stay out in the crystal shards for a week.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
It's just because they can't store it.
Yeah, normally on this planet by now, I'm done with selenium. After all this time, I've only got 40.
Wow.
That's not what I was expecting. Because this planet is usually a hell of a lot better than that.
Boy, I'm glad I didn't go and waste my time doing that.
No,
well, I mean, that's geosite farming. The problem with geosite farming is that if someone farms it out, it's farmed out for everybody. So, well, I'll come back to selenium next week. I gotta find another selenium planet.
One
that's
this
one's
not
too highly
swamped.
publicized.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, this one was very much made public, so a lot of people know about this one.
What percentage of selenium does it tell you is on those planets?
Just a map.
I filled my selenium up back at hit 36601. Because it was on the biological site. There's a lot of yttrium, but there's also selenium as well. Or the plum, whatever it is, they were all yttrium stuck up at the top of the grain trees.
Oh, interesting. I may have to go check that site out. Galaxy map. Okay, Anubis is being a pain. System
not listening to you.
There he goes. Okay, where's my planet here? There's my planet. We go over to details. It is a selenium.
I think it's 4.2 or 4.8.
Wow. Okay. That is a lot.
No, actually, it doesn't even have selenium listed.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Are you on the right planet?
Probably not. Yep, went and selected another one. Selenium 4.9, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a lot. Okay.
Plus, I'm using the geosites. So there's the selenium, arsenic, and zirconium drop off of the crystal fragments with about equal with. I mean, selenium more than the arsenic or zirconium usually. So it's usually a pretty quick pickup, but not tonight.
There's another planet in here that has selenium at 4.4.
Which one's the
4A?
Oh, actually, the one right next to me, 9E, also has a high selenium. But no locations.
No, but you may have to try it.
Well, I need a selenium in a reasonable percentage with geosites.
Yeah. I have one that's 4.3, but there's no geos. So
with no geosites, you're not going to be able to get much. Okay, here's another one here. Selenium 4.2 and 20 geosites. Maybe I'll go try that one. Selenium 4.3, 47 geosites. Oh, I could try that one too. So there's a lot of...
Out of 47, you should be able to get something.
Yep, should. All right, I'll go over to that planet. We'll see if we can find a good one there. But this planet's been pretty much hunted out. Track landing gear.
And hopefully, we can hope for luck that they didn't check into the rest of the planets. Everybody told them about Titan, and they left the rest of them alone.
And hope.
Mm-hmm. You should have figured it anywhere there's a big line of carriers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they could have been here for fighting in the conflict zone. I don't know.
Yeah, they could. Or farming the high grades. It's been a pretty potent system.
Hmm. A lot going
Excluding
on here.
Cam. Excluding Cam, you know, took him a little longer.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, I got a few selenium. I'll go try one more site. It's only got 15 minutes left. One of these days, I gotta figure out a good alcohol to mix into birch beer.
Well, it depends on what do you want.
Well, I don't want to mess up the mint too much, so otherwise then it's just carbonated liquor, and who the hell cares? But well, you gotta do something that tastes good, works with the mint flavor,
and not against it.
hmm and not another mint that would overpower it.
And
Might have to just go with maybe a Canadian whiskey or a tequila or vodka.
Probably vodka. Tequila would be too early.
Normally mix tequila with fruit juices because Canadian whiskeys are pretty light tasting, so they don't affect the taste of your drink too much. And they tend to be less expensive than Scottish whiskies. Oh, okay.
How about if everything's labeled pristine resources? Will a lot of it pop up then?
Pristine resources, usually talking about your rings.
Oh, it's on the rings planets as well as the moons. Everything's tagged as pristine.
Oh, the whole system is tagged as pristine. It's a system-wide designation.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll start with Geo 45 just because it's the closest one. Now, don't you go doing that.
Oh, poor Cam. He's only got a few hours sleep here, there, and yonder doing all this stuff.
Don't worry, I'll be getting some sleep later. What time is it now?
It's almost
I've got
9 a.m.
3 hours left. 3 hours left before it goes off.
What, the servers?
Yeah.
Yep, 3 hours.
3 hours after my stream time, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Depending on whether you finish on time.
Yeah, no.
It's not going well tonight.
No, it's not going well at all. But you know, I can't be staying too much extra because
working days.
It is a work night.
Yeah, they're saying that Horizons isn't getting anything done to it. They say. Yet.
Yeah.
They're not getting any of the planetary upgrades.
Yeah, not until the console versions come
Not
out.
until.
Sorry, guys, but seeing is believing.
Yeah.
The problem is they're sharing the same database.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility of schema conflicts between the two games. That's what worries me most.
Well, they managed to have that aspect
Deploy
work
landing gear.
when Horizons came out. So, I mean, let's hope.
Did you play it back then when Horizons came out?
Well, it didn't erase everyone's account, so I mean, it worked.
But
It's not going to erase. They did muck things up though.
They had to do 2 rollbacks, Phil.
Mm.
Because it did fuck things up.
Oh, did it?
Badly. Yep, they had to roll back the data conversion twice before they got the scripts right.
Oh. Yeah. Well, they eventually got that right, and that script.
Yeah, it took them a week.
Yeah, that same script should work in this.
No, absolutely not.
How not?
That's not how database scripts work.
It's a database. It doesn't know what's Horizons or what's Odyssey in general.
Stop digging, Phil. You're gonna be in freaking China before you get done.
Philip, are you a software engineer?
No. But it's
am.
why do computers break down because the clock's off? Don't code it for the clock for the why do companies code clocks their system to know what time it shouldn't matter.
Phil, just
it shouldn't
stop
matter.
Stop proving the point that you have no clue what you're talking about.
That Y2K thing was a bunch of BS.
Everybody knew it that had common sense. The chances of it happening was it could happen at any time, any day.
Well, the problem was converting 2-digit dates to 4-digit dates. And there's an assumption in a 2-digit date that it's linearly growing. And so, although there was a lot of legacy code that said if year less than year, where the years were 2 digits, and those all would break.
They could have just had it roll over, though. They didn't have to overcomplicate it.
Oh my God!
So what? It goes back to 0. I mean, it's not the end of the world.
No, but there was a lot of crazy shit that would have happened.
It depends on whether your electrical grid was on the computer, or your gas stuff was on your computer, or your banking stuff was on a computer to see if it was the end of the world or not.
Banking was the biggest problem.
Even I would know that, but they made a big deal out of it, but it didn't really. I wasn't really that worried about it because I didn't count on the computer as much as a lot of people did.
And the reason it wasn't a problem is because the companies realized coming up, a couple of years ahead of time that there was going to be a problem, and they fixed it.
Well, they started adjusting and readjusting, wasn't it?
Well, they had to recode
phased
everything
it in.
Did date comparisons.
Yeah, phased it in or something.
Yeah, they started working several years ahead of time on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason there weren't any problems.
And everybody went nuts, and then when midnight happened,
nothing happened. Yeah, because it had been already taken care of.
But Phil, we're not talking about the year 2000. We're talking about Odyssey.
Yes. It's as far as the computers are concerned, though, a database is a database. I mean,
what do you do for a living, Phil?
It doesn't matter what I do for a living. Okay?
Yeah, it does.
A database is just a database. I mean, yeah, two separate databases, when they're combining it, can cause corruption and stuff. but if they got that fixed when they did the Horizons and a normal Elite, they should be able to do the same.
The table conversions are different. So when they went to Horizons, they added in some tables for the additional Horizons content. But those tables are now there, so those aren't being added. Whatever script they've got for whatever fields they're adding, you don't know if there's broken links. You don't know.
Let's hope they
until
don't make
you
a
do it.
typo. That's all.
Yeah, hope doesn't work.
The amount of broken stuff in Odyssey Alpha, there's bound to be problems.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it wouldn't
even
surprise
though
me if the. I wouldn't surprise me if both Horizons and Odyssey are down for a week. That would not surprise me at all.
You think that will happen?
I hope their I hope their QE caught anything like that would have happened, but there's no guarantee. There's just no guarantee.
Just a question: shouldn't they have been trying, like doing this with other servers that aren't live?
Yes, and I'm sure they have.
Make sure it works. Just saying. I mean, I think they should have already worked all this out.
You got no idea how big a program this is. It wouldn't surprise me to learn that
there's 75 gig on it. On our computers, it's a lot more on their servers.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if between the the server code, the client code, if there's somewhere on the order of.
Philip, would you please quit walking on him and let him finish?
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't surprise me if there's more than 45 billion lines of code.
Yeah.
And if you think there won't be an error, yeah.
Doesn't much. One little dot in the wrong place is enough.
Yeah.
Or parentheses.
Average programs, you're talking bugs per line of code, not lines of code per bug. So there are undoubtedly an obscene number of bugs in the code because that's what code quality is generally coming out of the gate. And who finds most of the bugs? Users.
Yep.
That's the reality of software. It's not like in the old days where, 300 or 400 or 3,000 or 4,000 lines of code. You can debug that somewhat.
Yeah.
When you're talking an MMO, multiple systems, each system, couple hundreds of millions to billions of lines of code.
Yeah.
The number of things that can go wrong is astronomical.
And you've got all these developers working from home as well, not working together in the same office. Could introduce even more bugs.
That's less of a problem.
Well, I know it's less of a problem.
I would be more worried on how many people they have working on the same page of code. Or same system. Same coded system. I would be worried
Well,
about.
one thing we do have in our favor is that you don't work for them.
I would be able to spot if they screwed up. If I did.
You can't even spot a trash can full of overflowing.
I'm pretty good at reading code.
You can't even read a simple thing on Elite to do a mission.
That's because this I have it minimized basically, so I can read the chat, and the letterings in Elite suck.
You don't think code sucks?
Code lettering in code is easy to read.
Okay.
It's black on white. Period.
Oh yeah, you can see the characters and the letters and everything, but do you know what each one of them means and why it's there and how come there's a space and a greater than and an equal than and a less than sign is before and after it and all that stuff?
I know.
Then what does it say?
I can read code. Reading code and writing code are two different things.
You have proved to everybody
You may be able to read
your
it,
IQ
probably can't
size
understand
is
it.
more higher than your IQ.
No, I've wrote some code before.
Yeah.
I did some mapping coding.
Oh, what we're doing wrong.
What I should do is write something in one of the more obscure programming languages that I know. And just prove to Phil just what he can't read.
I'm not going to be able to read some obscure thing.
Well, the thing is, the obscure ones are generally sometimes what's used in the MMOs.
Really? Don't they use like C++ or a variant of such?
Portions of it would use C++, portions of it use Erlang, portions of it may use, oh God, what's the one that named T? Some of it may use Go. I doubt anything's using any Pascal or Fortran, but you never know because they're interfacing with geodata.
The game started in 1984. It wouldn't surprise me if there was not some cobalt shit in it.
Or some machine
code.
hell
no. No. They wouldn't use machine code or assembly on an MMO for a very specific reason.
I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me. Somewhere.
How's your selenium farming going?
Better on this planet than the last one.
Good, because it's your bedtime.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. I didn't know that you had another father.
A lot of times they use, whatever program they use is what works best for whatever particular piece of the system they're working on. There tends to be a large mix of programming languages.
Okay.
The service, for the client, it's probably all C# at this point. But that's the client.
Yeah.
Server side, it could be C++, it could be C#, it could be C, what's affectionately or not so affectionately called C plus or minus, which is a hybrid mix of C and C++. There could be some Erlang thrown in there because that's a common communications language that's used for a lot of things. I wouldn't expect Go because that tends to be on smaller systems. And I'm sure there's a couple others I should be thinking of. I mean, I know something like 15 programming languages. So, and they each have their place. So
Well, I don't know how touchy your new codes are, but I do know how touchy Cobalt was. And if you accidentally put an extra space between something, it screwed up the damn formula.
Uh-huh.
And it's real easy to hit the space bar more than once.
Yep. One of the more modern programming languages, Python, has that sort of syntactic issue.
Yeah, I worked on Ruby a little bit, which I believe that's a evolution of Python.
Nope, that was a modification of Java to make it more scripty.
Oh, okay.
So it's starting from a type-safe language and moving in a more scripty direction.
I know their earliest versions of Ruby looked pretty much like HTML or whatnot.
Yeah, and that was kind of intentional, and they've...
Yeah.
I don't know the whole history of Ruby, but yeah. Ruby has basically, as far as I understand it, fallen out of use because it really did not live up to expectations. Yeah. Ruby on Rails.
Ruby, 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 will you be mine?
It was an interesting idea for a programming language, but it didn't pan out as being particularly useful. There were other programming languages that did a better job at what it was trying to accomplish. Lots of cobbles. I don't want cobbles. Go away, cobbles.
Poor cobbles. Feel unwanted.
Oh, let's don't start that. You'll get Cam all upset because Chris was killing limpets left and right and banding them out in the dark and the cold. And even though the poor limpets were squalling, please don't leave me behind.
Don't leave me behind. Tough. I'm going.
And then he got attached to one, and it just like broke his heart to leave it behind. And Chris is like gone. He's not going to answer. He's not going to.
He's still here. Or is he hiding?
He's probably
Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Limpets.
I thought maybe you'd fallen asleep.
What are you doing over there, Chris? You're too quiet.
I'm just doing
he's pretending he's not really here.
missions. Missions. Getting me right.
He's got his eyes set on the cutter.
Thank goodness, everything up here is a cobble. Having to blast all these cobbles so I can hope to find something else. Hope nobody's here looking for sulfur.
Are you full on sulfur?
Yeah. But the cobbles are making it hard for me to find whatever remaining crystal fragments are left. So I'm just blasting everything.
Too bad that the material will still stay there for a while after you blast them off. So you'll still have white dots all over the screen.
Well, no, it's spread out enough that they disappear.
Oh, okay.
But they don't show up on the radar, which is more important.
Stop rolling your tongue.
I can't help it.
Now blame me, go on. Blame me. It's all my fault.
She always wanted me to get Darkwing to be talking correctly, and now she's complaining when he is.
Never mind. It's not playing. Give me a bleeding high grade, you stupid game.
Ah, there's a crystalline cluster. Of course, I really could use a fragment because the clusters tend not to drop what I want. Nope, that's niobium.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about having to remember Alex Skylark.
Yeah, just as I finally started to get that memorized, he went away. Alright, looks like I have maybe 1 or 2 more things to blow up here. Hopefully one of them's a crystal fragment. Ooh, okay, I got at least 2. The signal just split. Ah, it's a cobble. Turn back towards the other one. And that one's a cobble.
The server's going to go off by the time you go up to
And that's everything here. Alright, well, yeah, because I'm done for the night.
Oh, are you? Okay.
So let's recall the ship. Finish off my birch beer. Lynn said for 2 or 3 months that I should, work on getting Darkwing's accent correctly.
Let's get. Well, I just said if you're gonna do it, you might as well be in. Yeah, all the time. Yeah. Thanks.
At least this one's. I should write down this site because it's beautifully flat. In fact, I will do that. So for the 9A, 9A number 45 is nice and flat. All right, board ship. And I'm just going to leave the ship on the planet.
For tomorrow. Or whenever.
Or whenever we're back live again, yes.
He'll be stuck inside the planet going, how in the hell can I get off?
It may very well be. I don't know.
The planet's going to be sent to a different dimension. You'll be like, where am I? How do I get the hell out of here?
Or watch, there won't even be such a planet.
Yeah, you'll just be floating in space.
It'll be out there by your carrier.
Like, oh my god, that would be hilarious.
But given what everybody's been saying, they're reskinning them, but they're not rerunning the engine. So all the planets will be where they are. All the planets will be the types they are. So it's going to look different.
Mapping should be untampered with.
Actually, just so I don't end up in a plant, I'm going up to orbit.
Okay. It would have been nice to see you get stuck in a plant, but okay.
No, that'll be you tomorrow.
For track
Oh, well,
landing.
that's after Trey spends 10 hours installing the new.
I wouldn't be talking because you haven't got it installed yet.
No, but it shouldn't take that long. Oh well,
You were
theoretically.
It will.
whining and crying about how long it took.
75
to
gigabytes.
upload it.
That'll take a
Yeah,
while.
I forgot we're dealing with Steam too. Steam
It's
throttle too.
75 gigabytes is a long time,
Yep.
and I have to download 2 clients.
Yeah.
One from Steam and one from Epic.
So I guess.
And what was the alpha? Not even
16.
a quarter of that or half that?
It was 16.
It was 60.
I believe.
Yeah.
60.
And that took you like 2 hours,
Couple of
3 hours.
hours.
At least that's what
Yeah.
you said, Phil.
Yeah.
And you were whining about, oh no, I didn't know it's going to take this long.
Because it shouldn't
Because
have.
you missed a stream.
Yeah, so I'll be trying to download it in the middle of the day if I can,
Yeah.
and we'll see.
Mhm.
I'm going to wait till I just...
See if it's done by the
get
time you come
something
home.
Yeah. Well, luckily I'm working from home, so
Yeah.
Well, if
actually,
the servers are done by the time they say they're supposed to be, we'll have like 6 or so hours to download it,
well,
which should be plenty, I hope.
so, yeah. Well, servers live does not mean upkeep live,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
Yeah, that's right.
So, the Horizon servers will only be down for, supposedly until 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah.
However, that doesn't mean Odyssey will be up.
Mm.
Okay, I got a stupid question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
When they did alpha, you said that was only like 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they went 2 hours, 3 hours. They delayed bringing the alpha on because they had issues. And you're telling me this thing is almost 7 times bigger? Yeah, right. It's going to be done in 11 hours. All right.
The alpha was 60 gigabytes, not 16.
Oh, 60?
Oh, I thought you said 16. Sorry.
Yeah, it was 60.
Oh,
60.
Okay, then that makes a little bit more sense, but I thought it said 16. I heard wrong.
No, it was 60.
Oh, okay. Then the full release isn't much bigger, actually.
3 or 4 hours download.
Yep. So I'll be kicking off probably my down updates on Epic first, since I'll be trying to run the Duck tomorrow night.
Well, wait a minute. Okay. They're going to start at... where is it at?
It's going off for 11 hours. Then you've got to download after that.
Right. Well, it was supposed to go down at 2 a.m. my time. Eastern.
Yep.
Or West, or Central. 11 hours later, it'd be 1 p.m.
Yep.
So it'll be 2 p.m. my time.
And if it takes 4 hours, that's 5 o'clock. Boy, it's pushing it to get on stream.
It's pushing it. Yep. So depending on how long it takes to download, I may actually be not streaming Elite tomorrow night. Although I will be streaming.
Okay.
I will be streaming. I have Valheim available. In fact, I have to restart Grognar so that he can I'm going to use the same seed as my current world, but I need to restart him because they've added a whole bunch of new biomes and other things into Valheim that are not available in older worlds. So you have to restart your world to get the new features.
Yep.
So what I'm going to end up doing is doing a restart of them and bring over some of the base gear that he's got, which will allow me to do things a little quicker because I'll have the better equipment from the beginning, and I'll have to build my base from there. And the reason I don't want to use a different seed is I had a plan for this seed where there's a little river down at the base, and I was planning on having my dock on the little river so I didn't have to worry about all the giant waves sweeping my boat away. So
makes sense.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
if you're gonna try to download Odyssey tomorrow, right? Instead of just staying in Horizons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, the duck has Horizons Odyssey pre-purchased.
Oh, does he?
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So I did break out and spend the money because it looks like once they get a bunch of the bugs out of it, it's actually going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah.
But I mean, that may not be for months yet, but I wanted to make sure that I picked it up.
That's a given if they're saying they're not going to even bring over the planetary tech over to Horizons until the consoles get it. So clearly there's a problem going on there.
And Down to Earth Astronomy detailed exactly what the problem was because he had been informed, as well as several of the other streamers, so that the news would get out there.
Optimize enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. So the Odyssey is having problems with lower end graphics cards because they weren't able to optimize the graphics enough. By the time they get to the console release, they predicted that it is going to be much, much better, and it will run on the lower end machines again.
Which makes sense, because if it can run on the consoles, which are medium at best, PCs, it should be fine.
Right. So that's what they're working on. They've got a huge amount of graphics optimization that they have to do.
Yep.
They'll get it. For those with lower end graphics cards, you do have the option, of course, of turning your graphics quality down a little bit to make it run a little better. You'll have to see on your particular machine what runs best for you.
Question, what kind of processors do you have?
Okay. Where's my NVIDIA? Because CPU doesn't matter.
You had like a 660 or something, right? For video
It's
card?
something 70.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I got a new driver available. How nice.
Oh boy. Great. All you need is more complications.
No, man, it usually ends up being better whenever I get it.
Yeah.
Occasionally it will
and NVIDIA's
not work
good
as well.
With their drivers, unlike AMD. So you're usually safe.
Yeah, come up with the control panel so I can see what I've got for a card. There it is. All right, so where is GTX 770?
Oh, that's exactly what the minimum are supposed to be for Odyssey.
Yep.
So you should be fine.
And I've been responding to the hardware surveys from Elite every time that it comes up.
Okay.
So it's not surprising that they've had it somewhere on my card's within the range. They know that there's at least one, if not more, people running that kind of card because I do. Uh-oh, the stream is spinning.
That's not good.
Why is my stream spinning?
Cam's probably over there messing with it.
Are you about to
Yeah.
crash? Or is it
I don't
just
know.
Google? It's probably just Google.
No, it may have been the NVIDIA control
download.
panel that did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe trying to get the driver.
capacitors. Thank you very much.
That's a lovely
We've got
thing
a
to
long
get.
time on this one.
Alrighty, so tomorrow night is somewhat up in the air, depending on how late they go with the release. I may not even try and download it. I may just go straight to Valheim tomorrow and then download it overnight. Actually, that's probably a better plan. So I will be not playing Elite tomorrow night. Well, actually, I'm going to make an executive decision at this point because I don't want to try and download Odyssey at the same time that I'm trying to play another game. That would just cause all sorts of problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... a 960 is better than the 770, Castle. You should be fine. What was I going to say? I'm gonna run Groknar tomorrow night. Start him on a new world. And then tomorrow after the stream, I'm going to kick off the download and let it run overnight. And so that'll get one night off. Tomorrow night will be Groknar.
Okay.
If you guys want, I'll still open up the chat. And
Yep.
I don't know. I'd probably just take the night off. You can do whatever you want, but I think I'll take the night off and relax.
I might do a Uncharted water stream while trying to download the game.
Lynn, can you do a quick check on my stream? Did it crash?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Hang on. Yes.
Well, it's still there.
No,
Okay, so it's the
crash.
playback that went wacko.
Well, I don't
All
know.
right.
It's just spinning on my end.
All right, I've got it back
There it
on
is,
my
there it
screen.
is.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, so it went kind of funny. Yeah.
Wait a minute, time out. Phil, are you gonna live stream your whatever?
It
game?
depends. If I can get the game downloaded by 8, I'm probably going to try to go into Odyssey. If I can't, I'll stream Uncharted Waters. I'll try.
What I'm saying is, that is a different game than what Trace is playing.
Yes, it is.
And you're going to confuse, if you come in here to chat with everybody, you're going to confuse them talking about your game and he's talking about his game. It's not like we're both, all of us playing Odyssey. Okay.
I might not even go in. I probably won't access the voice channel then, though. Because I do.
I'm just saying, if you go to talking about two different videos.
Oh, yeah, I know.
All right, thank you, Castle. But it looks like it managed to stay up, so it only went codex wacky in the middle. We'll have to see if on regular playback it still does that. We'll see. Any rate, so tomorrow night I'll be streaming Valheim, and we'll pick up. Actually, why don't we pick up with Trice on
jumping back,
and again get him moving back to the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you could do that.
Yeah, well,
still another week or so out. 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's a ways out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to get him back.
He's homesick.
Anyway. At any rate, that's all I have time for this evening. I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. And for those who joined us in stream, which is Yellow and Castle, thank you very much for joining us. We will pick up with Valheim tomorrow night and be back in Elite the next night, hopefully. Most likely, anyway. And yeah, I lost track of what I was saying. At any rate, it's time for me to go to bed, so that's all for now. This is Trace Majestus, flying as Commander Macduff Darkwing, signing out.
Good night.
Yep. Good night, all.
Good night. Trace, I'm going to start singing, or at the end, I'm just going to say, good night, Commanders. Well, we gotta go. Good night, guys. Have fun.
Good night.
Chris, have
Good
fun.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Cam,
Good
have
night.
fun. Phil, have fun. Everybody have fun.
Okay, so tomorrow, either if the servers are back up and everything's downloaded, I'll try Odyssey. If not, I'll try to get Uncharted Waters to stream properly. The anti-cheat software in that game doesn't seem to like OBS for some reason, but we'll try to get it working. Or at least not. It will. OBS will record the video fine, but it doesn't like connecting to Google, YouTube or whatnot for streaming. So try to get that working. So until then, thanks for anyone watching, and until then, bye.